This recording. Yeah, that's awesome. Welcome to Mass Effect 2. I'm it. Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I don't know how my computer's been glitching, so I'm going to do an of the Liara rescue, I hope. There's going to be a frack ton of background noise in this video. And there's that. Um, so before I begin, no. Figured I'd throw this in there. Ooh, I can do something better. That'll work. Okay. But anyway, so there'll be some background music because there's no point in me putting on the damn lights, and it's the day before Christmas, so yeah, that'll ruin everything there. Maybe tonight I'll do more, but for now, I'm gonna get this thing going. That ain't how I wanted that to work out, but yeah. Okay, so I guess robo is not a word. We're gonna go with that. BOD. Bod. Okay, so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get into the rover and I'm going to try and rescue Liara. I'm gonna do some things that most people who played the game has probably not attempted. So without further ado, let's get on with this, shall we? Hopefully you guys can see everything. By everything, I mostly mean the TV. Yeah, webcam would be so much better. Except I don't really have one. I may have one, I just don't know how to hook the damn thing up. Like I said, there'll be a lot of background noise. Hey, look, it's my reflection. I hit the wrong button.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Let's see, who should I take with me? No one's gonna notice those lights even though I put them on. Well, let's see if I can remember how to drive this thing. Okay, so that's how you shoot. And that's how you shoot that. Okay. Nope, nope, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. How the hell do you just, I guess you just push the controller forward. Ah, this is the damn worm. Probably gonna die. Just so y'all know. Ugh. Gotta get off the ground where he can't shoot, where he can't blast me.
Heads up.
Bloody thrush them all. That's what they are.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command. We'd want to know what happened here.
We're gonna go back to Admiral Kahoku. Damn it.
interior pressure and exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. XO Presley has the deck.
I'm sorry for all the inconvenience. Me screaming, I know they see them damn lights would be pointless. I think if you're going here on business concerns, you should be able to wear your civilian gear and carry your sidearm.
Every time I visit the Citadel, CSEC brings me here for a friendly chat.
In remembrance of Eden Prime, we present another Profile in Courage with serviceman Nirali Bhatia. A devoted wife and talented chef, serviceman Bhatia joined the Alliance military under the Deferred Education Plan. After finishing her service, Bhatia planned to open a restaurant. Instead, she gave her life protecting the colonists of Eden Prime. For more Profiles in Courage, or to explore opportunities in the military, please visit the Alliance Military on the extranet. Keyword, courage.
I clearly hit the wrong button. We're going to Kahoku, then we're going back into space. I always know that when you play Mass Effect, you never really play it correctly. It's kind of hard to go mission by mission.
No, I'm waiting. Commander, any word on my missing men?
I found them. What was left of them. They ran into a thresher bomb.
A thresher bomb? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. The Alliance beacon used as bait, my unit wiped out, and nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander, I appreciate what you did. Now I need to do my part. The families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
I hope you find what you're after, Admiral.
I will, Shepard. I'll let you know when I find anything out.
For the record, Mass Effect uses military of the Navy for rank. Because as far as I know, there are no commanders in the Army. If there are, I missed it. Let's go find Liara.
In entertainment news, Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with Elcor cast members. The production will open dramatic theater to the Elcor with a Hamlet who uses Elcor body language and pheromones. Kitt claims that he's also excited by giving a human audience the chance to judge Hamlet by his deeds and not his emotions.
And here we go. I gotta pause for a second.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Pauline does though. Okay, you just sit there for like a few seconds, buddy. I'm gonna go get you a spit rag, and then we're gonna finish giving you this milk. Oh, what? Leave it all the way forward. Get out of the way. Move. He's fine. That's why the pillow's on his left. Get the hell out the way so I can finish feeding. And I know you see my damn lights. Yeah, don't do that. Get the hell out of here for me. I can't catch him while I'm dealing with you. You gotta finish drinking this milk, right, bud? I need you to drink this milk. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. I'm so sorry for the delay. But if you look carefully, you can see my reflection. If you can see my reflection, you can see that I'm actually a baby feeding this baby. Boy, drink the milk. Stop trying to jump out my arms. Are you gonna drink the milk? No, see, you talking. You ain't supposed to be talking. You're supposed to be drinking the damn milk. Kian. Kian. Drink the damn milk. Boy. I can't drink the rest of this damn milk. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. You gonna burp? Ew. Hmm? You gonna burp? All right. There you go. Toy. Chew toy, little rabbit. Here, take your snuggle, buddy. Her name is Rio, and she dances in the sand. Rio, Rio, come across the Rio Grande. Come on. that's where I was supposed to be, y'all. So I went to the wrong spot in the first place. Maybe this is I go to Sparta. Let's go to Athens. Hi! Snuggle buddy! Snuggle bunny, snuggle bunny. Don't fight the snuggle bunny. If you're the bibs, you should have both hands on the snuggle bunny. Both hands.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Shepard, this is Admiral Kahoku. I found out who set that trap for my men. The ones killed by the Threshing Wall. Damn, I hope you get this message. It was a group called Cerberus. An Alliance Black Ops organization. Top secret, highest level security clearance. They vanished a few months ago. Dropped right off the grid. Nobody knew where they went or what they were up to. They've gone completely rogue, Shepard. They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier. I don't have any proof, but I found the coordinates for one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control. Somebody needs to stop them. I've done my part. Now it's up to you. This is probably the last you'll hear from me.
Boy!
Cerberus is after me now. I need to disappear before they find me.
I didn't know you could do that. Maybe you don't like tummy time. Snuggle bunny. The snuggle bunny is for you to chew on. See, that's why it's got those things right there, so you can chew on it. You're such bright eyes, boy. Hope nothing ever comes to ruin your life. Oh yeah, here's the mission we've been going on. We're gonna go see the Kia. There you go, buddy. Yeah. See into the future, like buried in the past. To unlock the door within, you must tame the beast without. a Cybertron on the scene with the maximums beneath the city.
Man, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex in here. It's waiting to drop some.
I'm sorry, guys. I kind of forgot where I was for a second. So we're gonna have to deal with some Colossus robots. Can you get around this bend? Lava bear. You go in that lava, you're gonna die. Geth ship's approaching. Oh, it's not that way. You missed, sucker. Didn't miss that time, though. Technically, I was supposed to shoot them. They're gonna have my hands full over here with more gas.
Only a fool watches a map.
Oh, we got hit.
Sure, sneak around and pull his tail.
Okay, back up, back up. Clearly, like I said, it's been a long ass time since I played this game. We gotta go deal with this big ass death trap here. This damn rover won't climb in the right angle still. And as they reboot this thing, I hope they fix that. I also hope they give Shepard the rider's technology, like the jump jets and shit. 'Cause that would be fucking great. Come on, back up.
a little busy here.
Those big 3 red dots with his cannons in the front. Practically not even worth wasting your time to go shoot. And those things do explode when you shoot them. Case in point. There may be a death in here. Yeah, there's a death in here. There's a little red dot.
All patched up.
That Simon Says stuff, it gets kind of annoying, so try to keep as much Omni-Gel as you can. Do not deactivate this gate. I mean, you can if you want to deal with those guns, but it's almost pointless. I only came in here for that. Somebody found the snuggle bunny. Snuggle bunny, snuggle bunny. Yeah. Yeah. Scarf the snuggle bunny. Yeah. I'm trying to set you up, Slick. Okay. Yeah? Well, you deal with it then. Troll. I'm going back to play my game. Man. Don't pull on my cover. Oh, I guess you can squeeze through there. Little boy. You can have a fight. Yeah, I gotta go get your chair real fast. One of these rooms do have a gaff in it. Just don't remember which one it is. Okay, I found it. Ah, I screwed up. This little shit. Let go of my cover. You want to try drinking the rest of your milk? Try milk. No, you don't want milk. You want to get in your chair? The only downside is that this guy keeps sliding. nothing in there. Doing so long since I played the game. Let's go, Rex. Come on, damn it. And normally I would tell you to kill those guys. If you get out of range, eventually. But then you have two more over there. Damn it. And you kind of get back in the range. Boy. Okay. I'll try to drink the rest of this milk. Oh, mother dick. Yak, yak, yak. Getting my hair. Okay, he told me about this one. I'll be back. Alright. Let's get this over with. There should be like one or two more deaths in here. Also, be mindful of your map. That's that little circle that came on the right. So that's how that works. I think there's another Colossus. There's definitely going to be another Colossus. I just can't tell you where the hell it is because I don't remember. Yeah, he helped me too. Oh man. I'm missing something. Ah, crap. Okay, so normally you can't do this. This is going to take a minute. I've done this before. Takes a while, but you can get this damn thing through there. Kill those guys first. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. See? You can get through there. When I first played it, I didn't know I could do that. See, the Nomad needs this. You can have this freaking cannon. Okay, so when you do this, it makes it a shit ton easier to kill all these guys. Because they're like just frozen. I think it glitches the game. Right? It makes it a shit ton easier for you to kill the gaps. And no one knows what happens to those gaps specifically in game 2 or 3. Got the Colossus. They're all stuck. Come on, no, freaking damn thing.
Degrees hotter and I might start to feel uncomfortable. How are you men doing, Shepard?
Remember to stay hydrated.
Okay, so first, let's go check some stuff out. Finger 2, Banshee, Lancer, Banshee. So I give up damage, I get more shots before overheating, and my accuracy point is still the same. So we'll take that. Critique. Stronger best than if I get from the so we're not changing armor. I already have it. Only armor I can get outside of what I already have. Whatever. That'll keep me protected there. Let's take care of gas real quick. God damn it. So he's good to go. Go with Rex. But he's a Krogan, so toxic doesn't really hurt him. I usually give the worst stuff to the people that I plan on getting rid of. I don't want to have to go back through all that. So I'm saving it. Sorry for all the noise. And when I first started playing, I did Commando a lot. Then I started realizing the power of Vanguard. Ooh, that was a close one. Somebody already nailed his ass. There's nothing over here, but it doesn't hurt
I've
to
never
check.
visited a Prothean ruin before. Aside from the city.
Let's get moving.
Finally, some action.
Sterile light.
I think this elevator's broken. It's gonna break.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please? Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
There's some kind of propulsion field in the way.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Sorry, he probably got a tiny bit of snippet.
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth, beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Any suggestions on how we can help?
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't
My
know
only
how to
complaint
get
about
in
Mass
here.
Effect is how repetitive
Be careful.
shit is.
There was a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
This probably will take a minute. Like I said, it would take a minute. Still trying to get used to the controls, people.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. Obviously, he wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
If I die in here, I'll kill him. Brenda, don't. Have fun.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
Damn. Yeah, like I said, I can't remember the controllers, so that's to be expected. This is all my fault. Like I said, I don't remember the controllers, so yeah, and I can't edit this damn thing on this computer. So yeah, that's how that works.
I still cannot believe all this.
Saren's looking for the...
The
What the hell was
Aye, aye.
If I die in here,
So I apologize profusely. You guys just saw me die.
Brenda, don't. That would be more fun.
There a reason you're in my way?
The same reason you're here. The Asari. Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Had the doctor.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
Is this really the time?
The atmosphere is perfect for our life and death struggle. Kill them. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Good to go.
How the hell am I dead this time? Oh my god. Sorry guys, this is probably gonna take a minute.
I still cannot believe
Zaren's looking for the...
What the hell?
This wouldn't happen if the damn weapons
Joker,
didn't overheat. It's not an excuse, that's a fact. Y'all just seen me die twice trying to figure out the fucking controllers and the weapons and shit. I didn't get to cover like I used to back in the day.
Brenda, don't. Have fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields.
whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can.
Lost shields. That's you.
Okay. Got it done right this time. Dust must have came through the TV. Boo, boo, boo. Oh no.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds, we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
Did your research turn up anything interesting?
What is interesting is what I did not turn up. There is remarkably little archaeological evidence of the Protheans, and even less that might explain why they disappeared. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Go see the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Theron to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
You should also know that if you save them, they get names. If you don't save them, they get names in game 2. Gonna go talk to Joker. I'm gonna fuck around on the ship a bit. And then I'll come back when I do a different mission. Hopefully by then I'll learn the controllers. And I won't die. Also, I'm gonna go re-hook everybody up.
I prefer gold to silver, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
I want to talk about something else.
Oh, I get it. It's supposed to be a surprise. Don't worry. When they pin it on my chest, I'll pretend I had no idea it was coming. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet, if you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I'm the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack. It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. I classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not going to break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not going to hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
Damn it. I wonder if me and Mr. Anderson shared bunks, because there's only one bunk in here. Well, we just slept at different shifts. Because I am the XO, so that means I second in command. For some reason, whenever people are in space, I've never understood why they always use Navy ranks instead of like Army or Marines. They use Navy ranks. And somewhere in this thing, you are all three: Army, Navy, and Marines.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
All right. Let's label it officially off the record. Got something on your mind?
Straight up, there's something wrong with all of this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. I wanted to travel, but humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Alliance medical personnel take courses in alien biology, just in case.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
In case you guys are wondering, I am debating on, do I want to mess with her, or do I want to mess with Ashley? I never got to mess with Ashley, so it's more likely I'm going to flip this coin. And heads Ashley, tails Liara. Okay, so twice it landed on heads. Oh, crap. Well, that's gone. So I think I'm just going to mess with Ashley. Let's go talk to Garrus.
Commander, nice work out there. I knew working with a Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
It's alright. My nose is running.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Yeah, where the hell's Rex? There he is. Well, maybe I'll go talk to him first.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
Seems similar enough to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Yeah, maybe we gotta. No, we are not. Okay, I don't know how to get to the point scale. She definitely needs toxic screen. Yeah, we're just gonna leave him alone. Let's go talk to her.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
That's enough, Chief. You always second-guess your superiors?
Sir! No, sir. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for... So our stealth system. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight. But for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had
The
no
Normandy's
idea.
a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you
It
found...
comes with being a Quarian. But we don't... Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our
I can't
original...
believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, but some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When we said this is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join.
I can't believe they just send you off...
Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return, and the ritual
Can a captain
presentation...
choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of the... It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic.
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient... A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You didn't really think they'd just let you destroy them without a fight, did you?
The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I should go.
See you later.
Looking for supplies?
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers... Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Ah, crap. I like not have any points. Okay, so you got to know the crew, you got to know the ship. I'm going to... So this, the extra blue one. I'm gonna end this video.
Message coming in.
Okay.
Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
And for you guys, the mission is over.